çattın kaşların bilmiyorum ya.
Where you look, where you touch, where you feel, yeah. Where you look, where you touch, where you feel, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about the truth? I wanna know, I wanna know. Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about the truth? I wanna know, I wanna know. Can we talk about me and you?
Alright boys, welcome to the stream. We're about to get started. How's everybody doing? Alright. It's 8 a.m. EST, Wednesday the 14th. And we've got a FOMC today, so we gotta be careful. But it's later during the day, so we might be able to pull something before or after the open. Usually I don't trade until 2 p.m. So I think we should be fine, but we just need to be aware that the big caps, large caps are going to be a bit difficult to trade. So just to get that out of the way, FOMC, if you're going to be trading during midday around that time, be very careful. All right. Let's check the stream health. It looks okay to me. Camera could be a little bit lower. Or maybe not. Maybe not. It's out of focus now. All right. Just a bit. I don't think so, buddy. Okay. I don't think so. Okay. So stream seems to be okay. I think the audio is doing okay as well. Okay, so everything seems to be good. Let's share this stream. All right, let's get this going. Okay, get rid of that. Okay. Let's sort some stuff out here. Okay, so this is going to be news, that's going to be PS, and this is going to be PS. It's going to be, here we go. Okay, seems to be much better. Okay, that looks about right on the stream. Perfect. Let's get rid of that now. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Not really. It's the 8 a.m., right? Have I got it wrong? 8 a.m. EST? Or have I got it wrong? It doesn't matter. If it's early, even better, right? I wish I could do 7 a.m. EST. That would be nice. What's up, Zell? How's it going, buddy? What are we looking at? Let's look at the gappers first of all, so that we don't miss anything. I think VLON is the one, right? Let's have a look. Yeah, VLON, very low price stock though. But yeah, it's got a lot of volume in it. You know, it's kind of difficult though. Some really decent opportunities on this one, to be honest, VLON. Really decent opportunities. That one rejection is really obvious. I just went into it and then completely rejected from there. So I think, I don't know what's going to happen, but it's done a huge move now from 20 cents, 27 cents, 25 cents, all the way to ones. And we might see some proper fading off coming in on this one, and it's very low price stock as well. But if you've got low, like small account, these are the ones that you could trade, but making sure that huge volume like this exists. So we're looking at this one, for example, VLON, right? VLON is trading at about 308,000 volume at this point, and it's still early. So something like that, close to 400,000 when you're at 8 a.m. And if it's something that's close to 500,000, then yeah, that's got a good volume. So you can definitely trade that. The reason I don't trade these small cap or small price stocks, I do trade small caps a lot, but small price stocks are easily manipulatable. Is that a word? Did I just come up with something? Anyways, so yeah, be very careful with that. But someone like Zell should really look into it, because all you're doing is scalping. So if you're scalping, it really doesn't matter whether it's manipulated or not, because you are looking for that momentum move, a push, something like that from certain levels. And if it does push, you got your profit and you're out, right? So something like this definitely will be ideal for, it depends on the character, what you trade. So for me, I'm going to keep it out of the watch list, but Zell, definitely you can keep an eye on it. That's all I'm going to say on that one. Let's look into okay. Holy cow. Are you serious? 9 stock guru. Where's the news on that one? I would like to read that. What? Crazy, huh? Who's getting sued? Dude. I probably will know the names, but I haven't really read that news. I'm not really very up to date with my Twitter and all the news stuff. I don't like news, but these things I should know for sure. But that's interesting, man. It's interesting. 9 gurus. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Hoo-wee. Okay. Well, I'm looking at this. I looked at the wrong news with a lot of ads on it. So look at Twitter. Let me check this actually. There's the link for you guys as well if you want to read through that. Perry Matlock. Gary Deal. Mitchell Hennessy. Stephen Allen. John Lopez. Wow. Honestly, I know quite a few of those, but just basically just coming across just knowing them as in over the social media and stuff like that maybe, but personally, Perry Matlock, that's the one I know mostly, is I believe the Atlas Trading owner, or Thomas Cooperman. I don't follow him. I don't follow Mystic Mac. Huhan. I'm looking at their Twitter handles. Laid back. Dude, I don't follow any of those geysers. Sapphire Trading. Constantine, Matlock, Cooperman, Dale, Hennessy, referred to as the primary defenders. And dude, interesting, huh? Interesting. What's up, Oasis? How's it going? We were just looking at the 9 traders or gurus or furus getting sued for about 100 million. It sounds very interesting. But yeah, we'll see where it takes them. On those kind of big groups, big forums and stuff like that, manipulation definitely happens. There's no denying that, but I'm pretty sure they have saved themselves from these kind of sort of, like these kind of anticipated hurdles in their, I don't know. Zach Morris also, yeah, is huge, but he benefits me though. Anything that he pushes it, I love to short it, but after a few days or so. So I do follow him, but to do the opposite basically. So he gets a lot of people involved as well. I think he's quite okay followers, quite a bit of followers on Twitter. So yeah, you can easily do that if you have that many followers. So I remember one stock that he was pushing for like days and days and days, right? Like, I mean, I was just laughing and I was saying to myself, well, how is this even possible? How is this not being tracked? How is this, like, what? It just seems really stupid for me to like accept that, one person can actually hold a stock that's not supposed to hold there, doing hundreds and hundreds of percentages of move that requires huge fundamental changes to a stock if it's going to do that. Even then, it takes months and months for it to do that. But how come it's moving every day, huge percentage moves without getting flagged or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I short the hell out of that thing. In fact, that was probably one of the better trades I took during that time. So that's why I follow them. Anywho, yeah, we're gonna find out for sure. I don't think he's in there. His name wasn't, maybe I got it wrong, Zach Morris. Maybe his real name is something else, but I don't think he was there, right? Interesting. So let's get back to business, guys. Let's get back to business. I'll check that later properly. MLGO. VLON, as you can see, drifting down. MLGO. Was this an IPO? It seemed like an IPO. Dude, what a... Oh, is this IPO or is it changed name to something else? Was it trading something else before? MLG. Oh, what happened here? So it's supposed to 10 and it goes to 75. What the hell? Public offering. Ah, well, typical public offering slide, right? Common stock offering. Look at this thing, bro. What the hell is this, man? 71.50 and trading at... Am I seeing this real? Is this for sure? Is this... Did this happen? Well, public offering on that. Was that a... Or was it... It doesn't look like a reverse split though. Doesn't look like a reverse split to me. Or was it? And it doesn't look like a... it doesn't look like an IPO either. It doesn't look like an IPO, so what's going on? Why is my... Yeah. Anyways, I'm not, probably not going to be trading that because it's just going to be very volatile. Even if I traded it, I probably wouldn't call it. But it's something that can give you huge moves, guys. Really? Is that what he said? Is that what they said? Get caught. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, at least he's very transparent and open about it. Atlas is very, very open about it, which is kind of very ballsy. Well done. Oh my god, man, unbelievable. And this Atlas, look, I've got a Discord on... I never followed them or anything. I just... look at this. Where can I show you? All right. That's Atlas. I believe this is Atlas. Right? Ooh, wee. Is the server down? Is the server down? What the hell? Dude, I think Atlas' server's down. Woo! Dude, guys, whoever were following Atlas, I feel for you, man. I mean, you know why I kept them? Because I wanted to get an idea of for a Discord, like how did they work it and things like that. And at one point I got like, ah, shit, this is too much for me. They've got so many things in there, man. So many bots, so many admins. It's like a massive company, man. Massive organization. And I can't do that, buddy. I mean, it's like you gotta know people to be able to do that, right? So it's wow, just wow. I do follow Bookmap as well. Day trading, this one I used to go into the Reddit version of this, and I used to answer some basic beginners questions and stuff like that. on my free time. I don't have free time at this point, so I don't really go there anymore. I don't know what this is. That was for mentoring for Solid. TH, I don't know what that is. I must have added it back in the days. Flock, I don't even know what that is, to be honest. What is this? The Flock. I must have added it just because I wanted to try out the Discord. So I need to clean up that. Anyways. So, interesting. Very interesting. So we could do with some of the members of Atlas Trading. At least over here, they will have some sort of at least like transparency and honesty. It's not like that. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. Crazy. Whew. Okay, MLGO. I'll keep it on the gappers, but be very careful trading this, guys. It's gonna have huge range, and we're talking 5 to 6. Like it's nothing. So $1, $2 range is nothing. So if you wanna scalp this, yes, you could definitely, but just bear in mind that it can be choppy as well. All right. What else? What else? Yo, RNA. RNA is gapping up from 11s all the way to 15s. My little one is back, as you can hear. Oi, oi. So yeah, RNA is gapping up about towards 15s. Let's keep this. Let's keep this for the moment. We'll clear things out in a minute. The volume isn't there though, RNA, but it'll pick up. 500,000 is kind of okay. MLGO is also 3.6 million, which is not bad. KYMR. KYMR, $35 stock, is gapping up to 35 from 26. Okay. What am I looking at? Why is my things have changed, bro? I was looking at something else completely. Duh. Because I changed my overlays here. Because my camera should be here, right? Right there. This area here, right? It was here before, and I've got my logo there. Sometimes it blocks it, I think. So I moved the camera here so I can move the unnecessary information on the left side, which you guys can find out from anywhere. It's just this area here is just some little information about the stock. You know what it is anyways. So now let's have a look at the So MW Camera stocks rallies as it plans to move treatment into phase 2 studies next year. Phase 2 studies. Phase 2 studies. I don't trust these phase 2, phase 1s, guys. So I'm gonna start looking for shorts on this one. Maybe later. I'm gonna keep this. Looks good for my shorts. KYMR. Okay. Good, good, good. Let's have a look at BME. BME, no volume. No volume, but however, it could be a decent shorting opportunity. I think it could be a decent shorting opportunity, but I believe it'll be very expensive. Yes, sir. That's pretty much what I see. Let's go into yesterday's gappers, see what they did. Yesterday's gapper. ACMR was yesterday's gapper, completely went for gap fill. Right? From the open, it went for gap fill. A really nice setup there. So we're going to remove that, which is done. VTYX, again, this also went for gap fill, but this might provide another opportunity. But the way that they trades and the volume, no sir. I'm gonna remove that. AMAM, yesterday as well, I was mentioning second day continuation. I was looking at second day continuation, but it came really late. This was the time, right in the midday where volume died down. That's when they can really push it down, isn't it? Easily. So that's, in my opinion, is done. We traded it with some success. I'm not gonna lie. Iron line, NCPL. Yesterday NCPL, we did trade it. I managed to escape on it very, very nicely. Let's remove that. Yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go back to the stream. Look at this trend line though. Respect on this trend line. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Breaks it and then kind of reverses and then continues to go down. So now, am I looking at this? No, I'm not. Okay, let's have a look at today's RNA. So okay, so this is very similar to phase trial results, kind of preliminary assessment. So it's a biotech, and they do sort of, whenever they put out the news, they do sort of exaggerate the news a little bit to get this stock going, and then maybe even do the offering afterwards. So it's very, very typical of them. So just no, these two. RNA and KYMR. I'm not going to confuse you. I'm looking for shorts on these. Very simple. Myself. I don't know about this one, guys. This is just too hectic for me. I am not going to lie. It's just, it could get volatile. So I will trade if there's momentum to it one side, but I'm not having strong bias on this one. We have to be very careful as well, saying things like, oh, am I going to get in trouble if I say I'm buying here? Anybody knows about these things? I'm a bit worried now, right? Because we're like just open book to everyone. I really don't mind that, but as long as we don't get in trouble, like I'm just trying to explain where I'm thinking of buying, right? So there's no manipulation there. Manipulation would be if I find a 50-cent stock and I start saying, look guys, this is gonna go to the moon, right? Look, it's broken that daily range. It's gonna go it's just, it's gonna fly thousands of percent in 2 days, guys. That'll be manipulation, right? Okay, that's yeah, that can get in trouble. Any signal calling is, they don't make their money from signal calling, to be honest. A lot of forums, they don't make their money from it. They actually make their money from benefiting off of the push that they get from those calls. It's just very, very simple strategy that's been going on for decades, and market makers have been doing this to us, just like they want to do to normal unsuspected players in the game, or uneducated, I would say, uneducated. So yeah. Yeah, I mean that's why I don't even touch the small floats. Well, I do trade them obviously, but manipulation is mostly towards to the upside, right? And also, it's like if you don't have a basis for your trade, right? And if you start calling out like, oh, this thing is gonna go somewhere, this and that, and you come up with random sort of technical excuses for that, but your core idea behind it is to manipulate the stock. It's very very anybody can see that, any veteran trader can see that. That's why a lot of like experienced trader you wouldn't find in these forums, you wouldn't find them, because they will not waste their time there, because they know clearly it's just a scam. Yeah, funny. Anyways, going back to, let me just refresh this again one more time. RNA, KYMR, MLGO. RNA, KYMR, MLGO. That's the top gappers for me. What did BME do? BME was nothing, right? Yeah, the volume. So I'm going to leave it alone. All right, let's go into our scanners. All right, let's go look for momentum. SMMT. Whoa, SMMT was back, by the way. SMMT. This thing, be careful with it because it's holding strongly. So, wow, okay. SMMT. Check this out. This trend line, boom, breaks it, goes. The volume only picked up around here on the break of this area here. That is one of the, but then it wasn't very clear breakout. Yeah, interesting. We'll keep this, guys. We'll keep this for sure, because it's still in play. mRNA and GRTS. Let's have a look at mRNA. I used to trade this a lot. mRNA looks okay. It's just the pressure from the top that could actually give it some sort of a move down, but then I feel like this has more room. Why was it gapping up there yesterday? Okay. Cancer. Anyways, we'll keep this mRNA as well. And we have up 3%. We got pins. Pins is broken multi-day. Wow, Doku. Remember this earnings play? It just keeps on freaking gapping up and continues to go from its first day of earnings. Wow. That's the ideal earnings place there, but you will have to swing it. It wouldn't work if you really sort of traded intraday. However, this day was beautiful for intraday. This day not so much, but on this day you would have entered here, not there somewhere. So you would still be all right to keep it. Yeah. So the second day was really nice. Third day very choppy, but still gapped up and held this gap. And today is trading there. So very strong from its earnings. Huge move. So we are gonna keep it just in case. I do have it on my other list. Okay. Let's have a look at pins. No problem, buddy. See you in 20. Yeah, no worries. Take a little break, buddy. Yeah, take a little break. So this basically is breaking multi-day, multi-month break. We do have a level 28. Right there somewhere, 28. So it has some room to go. So I think this might be a good one for a follow through move to the upside. So we'll keep that. Pins looks good. And SMMT, that's done. We've put that on the watch list. AMAM, Coop, Rent. I did trade Rent yesterday with some success. Just didn't have that follow through though. So I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's have a look at Rent. Yeah, after I exited, it just died down, and the volume died down as well. I couldn't have survived this wick, even if I wanted to. I couldn't have survived this wick. So my exit over there is very, very justified. The only thing is that high of their rejection yesterday is a high rejection, but that's too far away to be holding the last runner. So very decent trade on this one. Shorted here, exit, added, exit, and then last exit there. So perfect. And now, am I going to keep this? The volume is dying down, but the thing with this one is if you keep it for the next few days or a week, there will be a point where if this starts to hold, let's say over 250, right? The more it holds, the more chance of that being a pullback, and then we have a stronger move to the upside, which means it's going to break out that recent high. Those could be a decent, I would say, really decent swing ideas. But with these smaller price stocks, they usually don't do that. Those things happen on a bigger price stocks, like anything over $10, I would say, or even $7, because they are more stable. If they are holding their strength, then they used to continue their. So these usually are reversal points when you see these things on a bigger cap stocks. I'm not too sure about this one, whether it's going to do that. So I am going to remove everything on this. And Rent, because it died down, we'll come back to it if it starts to pick up the volume, but I'll remove that. Pins we got today, EH. Yesterday, I kept EH because I wanted to short it. I didn't. It started running, so that's why I gave up on it. Later, I was away from the screen anyways. Volume is too low, but I would really like to short this today. The issue again is the volume. We have huge room towards that 860s, yeah. So really good room, really good room. I want to be able to. What's up, Darkness? How's it going, buddy? Welcome. I haven't seen you for a while. What's up? How you doing, buddy? So yeah, I'm gonna remove that. And then our PHVS yesterday didn't do much, low volume. Again, looks like one of those that's just waiting. But then when it drifts down, it's gonna do some decent move as well. But are we gonna wait for that? It's just a waste of You think? Could be. I think that makes sense. That's a very valid point there. That's pretty much the final, isn't it? Yeah. That's pretty much the final. PHV is... Shall I keep it? I'll keep it just in case if it starts to move either low or to the low side. You know, I've always supported the underdogs, so I know Morocco is no chances of Morocco losing is high, but I will still support Morocco. I'm not from Morocco or anything anywhere near Morocco, but I usually support the you know, like I've been supporting Japan throughout the whole series. But Japan didn't do much after the second. Oh, 100% Messi, man. Messi, 100%. I've got utmost respect for that guy. He is an amazing player. You know, every single time I watch him, he just amazes me. Like the way he handles things, the way he actually plays overall is with so much confidence that... Have you noticed that he never loses a ball? Just like, how do I say that? Like recklessly. He doesn't lose a ball. Even if 3-4 people are after him, he manages to get the ball out to a person, to his players. So we just don't see that. Even with Mbappe, like great player. I mean, he's fast, he's strong, young. Well, but anyways, he's not Messi. He's just not Messi. So I'm afraid to say Messi all the way. But it's gonna be amazing though, the final, dude. One of you guys were France fan, right? I know I did say that Spain or Japan. I was more of a Spain fan. But they got knocked out by Morocco, I guess. Now I have to be a Morocco fan. But who was supporting? I think Oasis, right? Oasis was the... Yeah, France. Yes, okay. Yeah. Oasis was France. And Darkness, I believe you were Brazil. Dude, don't lie to me, yeah? You were Brazil. I'm not gonna lie, my team got knocked out a while back, which is Spain. I did write it down. I've written it down. I'm telling you, I have written it down. So I know somebody was Brazil, somebody was... hold on. Argentina! Darkness was Argentina, so it's Oasis against Argentina. Let's go. That's gonna be amazing. I'm surprised Oasis you called France, man. I would have never thought, man. That's not good, man. Nah, man. That's not right. That's not right. Where's your passport? Unless you have a French passport, then that's a different thing, but we need that passport back. Oh yeah, it's Oasis against Darkness, Brazil, Argentina. It's gonna be amazing, whatever it is. Anyway, Snickers, welcome back, buddy. How you doing? You're late. We're just talking about old boring football or soccer. For the finals, World Cup. Yeah, 100% agree. It's a joy to watch these kind of games, these teams. But you gotta admit, you know, the Croatians were really strong. Although they might not be as strong as the teams, the remaining teams, but they fought their way, man. They really did. So if they had gone for the finals, I would have definitely said they deserved it. And but they just got beaten by the better team, I guess. Yeah, dude. Hand of God thing has always been is always going to be remembered, and I don't know whether I should call it cursed or hated or disliked or things like that. But it's not fair for us to be not liking, someone like Messi or the team itself. However, Argentinian team, honestly, I'm not too crazy about Argentinian team or French team for that matter. What I don't like is, I know it's part of the football or soccer, it's part of the rule, well, it's part of the game actually, to basically act like a, I don't want to be sexist, but act like a girl if you get hit and then you drop like as if a truck came and hit you, It's just, I don't like that at all. And the reason why I respect Messi is you don't see that on Messi a lot. You might see it here and there, but not like, for example, even Ronaldo goes crazy when around the penalty area or just around outside the penalty area for free kicks. You will see them fall like a rock. This just, yeah. That's why I have utmost respect for anybody who can actually carry on. The other day I was watching Messi playing and somebody just tackled him in the penalty area. He had the 100% right to fall. He just brushed it off. He looked at his leg and carried on. Like that's he earns the respect, right? Others, they try to sort of buy your respect. I know. Every Englishman, Englishwoman, that's the story of their life, guys. We've been had by the hand of God. So yeah, it's true. It's true. I'm not gonna lie. But that's in the past. It's gone, long gone. Hopefully, Messi's not gonna do that. Actually, you know what? If England goes to the final and they make it to the final at any point, then that'll be a big, massive achievement anyways in itself, right? So crazy. So what do you think about Morocco and France? What is the score? What do you guys anticipate? Is it going to be a complete destruction, or is it going to be close, or is it going to be boring? Really? I didn't notice that, man. I really didn't notice that. Against Netherlands, really? Oh, wow. So it runs in the blood. No, I haven't seen that. I actually didn't watch the Netherlands and Messi. That's probably why I missed it. Dude. Yeah, man, definitely. Maybe I'm biased. When I am biased, I do tend to think like that. So I could be wrong. But, you got to admit, guys, Messi probably is the number one player in the world, even now, right, with his age. Not comparing to the young guns at this point. But he still is the best. I believe so. All right, our spy is carrying on. Dude, Oasis, that the referee, I think, got fired, right? Or fired, or they were something happened to that referee England match. He was just a proper joke, wasn't he? Like, he's just a clown, just clowning around, didn't know what to do, and it was just crazy, man. I think he was it a penalty that was missed? No, he did quite a few things though. I've got to watch that then, Argentina versus the Netherlands. Yeah, I've got to watch that. Yeah. RNA. All right, guys, time to get some shorts active on this. So I'm looking for possible shorts on this one, RNA. Looking decent right about now. Yeah, I'm gonna start. Well, yeah, I wouldn't say two more, but at least one, right? I know that 100% one was actually not given. Okay, so RNA, and we've got our, I believe KYMR as well. However, KYMR is actually at the highs. This is also the same thing. Phase 1, yeah, KYMR and RNA. All right, what else do we have? MLGO. MLGO, yeah, this is the one I was keeping just on the side. These two could be something there. RNA. So looking decent. Just can't do trend line at this point. We've got the spread picks up a little bit between the bid and ask, which is okay for this kind of stock. Low volume a little bit over the pre-market. Okay. Back in 5. All right, I'll see you, Oasis. No worries. Football can. I'm not a fanatic, anyways. I don't go crazy, but welcome back. Yeah, I mean, we do have quite a bit of, but it's just that I think overall, when it comes to team, France has better team, I think. Individually speaking, we always have good teams. Good players, sorry. But yeah, let's go, Snicker. Let's go, buddy. We got half an hour to open, and we've got. I'm looking into trading short RNA as well as KYMR for the day. So I'm watching those two closely, and the rest of the watch list I'm just gonna post it on the chat on Discord. Let's go. So we've got, that's our Discord. Oh, there you go. There's the Messi. That's our watch list, guys, on the under the watch list section. Let's have a look at what. Oh, he wasn't penalized for that, dude. He wasn't penalized for that. God. I guess it runs in the Argentinian blood, I guess. Oh, is that not the one that he laughed it off after that? And he got, yeah, I think I saw that on a highlight. Let's have a look at SPY. Let's have a look at SPY. SPY, basically yesterday, as you know, with the CPI, it really, after the release of the numbers, look at what it did. I was watching this, and it just shot up 414s and then just drifted down, and eventually made it up to this level I was watching through the pre-market. Never got back up to that level. It rejected from it quite strongly, because that is where it actually got the proper reversal from, and just never looked back, just drifted all day long. So we are opening right around close, so not much, to be honest, not gapping down or gapping up much. So we're quite neutral. We might see some sort of a push coming in, but it's kind of hard to say, hard to tell. But we are still under that 410. Remember that 410 where we were watching, where it needs to be above that for us to call this a bull market. But we're still under that. And in fact, this level here, this trend line coming in, and then as long as it's staying under that, this level is holding, in my opinion. So it could be It could take us time for it to actually, before it takes that out, this 410 level. But once it does, then we might have some decent run to the upside. And if it doesn't do that, then we are going to keep watching that level. And if it starts to drift off a little bit, we will take that opportunity as well for shorting some big caps if we can. Very well said, Zell. Hoping it should not be part of your trading. Well said. Although we like to do that, as much as we like to do that, but that's not the strategy. So try to stay away from those kinds of mentality. Trying to figure out, keep it very simple, Snicker. Trying to figure out one strategy, right? And you know, if you don't have a complete strategy, you can reach out to either of us. You can reach out to me, even DM me. I wouldn't give you a strategy 100% because it's not going to work on your character, but I'll probably give you some ideas and guides on what you should be looking for to find a strategy, to find an edge. It's hard work. You're not going to find it straight away, but as long as you persevere and then just keep grinding, you will find what suits you, right? And that strategy will include not just what you look for, not just how you find it in the watch list. No, it's going to include your exact entry point. It should include your exact stop loss. It should include your exact partials, where you want to take the partials and exits. All of those combined is going to make you that strategy, a game plan for that specific style. So yeah, it's if you do already have a strategy that you are kind of liking, or you're good with understanding, then you can make it better by adding certain filters to it, certain other things that you might not even know. So yeah, just keep grinding. You will get there, but just don't rush it, and don't put your hard-earned real money into it. And at least not a lot of it, okay? Just a little bit is fine. But I would say, look, here's the deal, okay? You play games, right? Call of Duty, right? Perfect. This is a great example. You've been playing Call of Duty for a long time. Let's say that's demo, okay? That's demo. And you want to go basically, you want to go to army, right? You want to go to the army, but at least having an idea, a theory, before you go there for the practical part of it is ideal. But you don't want to overdo it as well. Like, for example, you can be playing for years the game. Or let's talk about the plane simulators, right? It's pretty much the same thing, but it's more theoretical, right? You're doing it, practicing it, things like that. But once you actually go to flying schools, that's completely different. So I wouldn't recommend demoing things for longer than it should be. But at least in your demo, you should have a strategy. That demo should have come up with a strategy. Like in your Call of Duty games, you have a strategy. Maybe you don't even know it, but you do have a strategy on every single aspect of the game because you've played it for so long. That's the whole idea. If you go for anything like, let's say, Call of Duty, any strategy builds, you want to start looking for those as you're demo trading or as you're trading very little amount of money. right? So that's why I would say don't try to not put your hard-earned money into it, because coming back from it could be difficult. Right? The RNA is moving. RNA is moving. I just had a quick loser on it. RNA. So, what is my loser on that? This is what I looked at around shorting here somewhere, and then I took it off here because I was watching this trend line, and it broke it with some decent volume, as you can see. So this is kind of dangerous to short at this point, because it's picking up that volume huge compared to before, and also it's quite consistent, it seems like. So I will want to short it later if it starts to reject from certain numbers, but at this point I'm giving up on it for the short. Only if, I would say, oh, look at it go. Look at it go. Wow, look at the volume. Look at the middle finger, by the way, that's been created with the volume, right? Anyway, so that's 15, 20 cents, I think, or 15 cents. What is it? Yeah, I would say just about less than 20 cents loser on that. But on these ones, they are quite rangy stocks, so 20, 30 cents, nothing for them. And I'm also trading the other one, KYMR, for shorts. This could be interesting. Let's talk about IWM. It's Russell's, right? Russell 2000, right? This small cap ETF, IWM, right? But I saw that you trade options, right? I think you trade options, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, okay, awesome. Do you know the ins and outs of options? You know, implied volatility, you know, time decay and all that? Just the basics. If you're trading options, you should know at least implied volatility and time decay. Why do I say that? Because I say that because for options, it's not just about the stock price. Let's say, for example, let me give you an example of SPY. All right, because you have to know this as an option player. You see this area here, okay? If you wanted to buy an options, let's say in a calm environment here, let's say you pay about $100 for that option, right? For the call options or puts options, right? Over here, once this happened or this happens, you cannot be buying the options because the implied volatility is going to be so high that you're going to be paying a proper premium to get that options, because it actually calculates how volatile that stock is and then puts the option according to that. The price of the option is based off of implied volatility, is a big part of it. So what I mean to say is, to keep it basic, try to not buy things when they are really ripping, right? Just avoid that, and you're gonna avoid a lot of headaches. And always, if you can, options is always dip buy is most recommended. Dip buy. Dip buy. What I mean by that is dip buying is something like RNA just moved, right? We have RNA just moved, let's say uptrending now. And if you find, let's say, a nice little level to dip buy from, this is your dip buy, right? It goes up, dips, and then starts to take. So those are kind of places where you can actually take some options and benefit from it for sure. Not necessarily, no. What I'm talking about is dip buys or a pullback. And also, it doesn't have to be a pullback. Let's say, for example, 9:15, we've got 15 minutes. Let's say this one comes down to your level. You don't have to buy it right at the level. If the level gets respected and it starts to bounce from it, then you could start it with the level being your stop loss. So that's how you can make it work. Let's say, for example, I've given you an example. This level is not very strong, but it's actually still pulling back to that level and it's holding and respecting. So that could be the dip buy area, but then you want to wait for that confirmation for your entry. Confirmation means it could be one green candle. It could be a strength that's coming and taking out the previous high. In this case, 16. That could be your go-to setup for your entry. So for example, this pulled back to this level. Now if it does take this the high of this candle, that is very aggressive trading. But if it takes that 16, definitely that's a better confirmation in my opinion. So that way you're gonna pay less for the premium, right? So now this is why you wait for that certain level to break. This could play around here, but if it takes out that 16, this is a good example actually. If it takes out that 16 or just about to take it out, then that could be the trade there for long. Also, if you're going to be trading options, you may want to study a lot. You want to put a lot of hours watching SPY. Okay, forget about IWM. IWM is not the main one that you want to be watching. It's the SPY that you want to study. All right, especially when it comes to options, because everything is related to SPY. All the big names that you're able to trade on options without any problems is going to be correlated to SPY, S&P's ETF. Okay, so SPY is the S&P, the market's ETF basically. So you want to really know what SPY does and how it does it, and you can start to find your edge on that. Right? What does it do during the midday? What does it do when it's trending higher? What does it do when it goes to daily levels? All that jazz. RNA gapping around, yeah, RNA, yes, it is gapping up to, we are talking about 16, yeah. So this 16 rejection is coming in strongly. So yeah, it seems like it wants to This is what I was expecting from it, to be honest. I was a bit early on the short, but I was watching that 16, just didn't manage to get it anywhere there. But if it starts to pop again, I will yeah, I will look into it. I was kind of, to be honest, I was kind of hoping that it goes further beyond that 16. All right, so somewhere like 1630s, 1650s, that better level. So yeah. Oh, as you said, yeah, 1620s to 1640s. Yes, exactly. So oh, it didn't take me. It didn't take my end order, guys. Around under 1550. I was trying there, and I was trying to, yeah, it's just didn't take. I'm gonna wait up on it, guys. It's gonna play around the, especially going close to the open now. Yeah, it's not really sort of strong gappers today, to be honest. Yeah, so for you it might be difficult. So we have T. Pins. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm just gonna put this on BRB so I can open up some other things here. Okay, so on. IMMX. Ooh, IMMX is popping. Could be easily manipulated though. What is the float on it? Low float, right? Yeah. Yep. Nevertheless, low float. Could be, but I'm just watching RNA and okay, so yeah, that looks interesting because we can start to look at it from this perspective here. If that breaks, that could go. And it's got a really nice flag pattern here as well. So keep an eye on this one. That could be. I mean, these days it's been running, to be honest, these sub $1 stocks, sub $2 stocks. Right? So I'm talking about this one here, IMMX. So this got a nice little flag pattern here. And if that breaks and holds, when I say break for Snicker, for example, it cannot break with a wick. It needs to close above levels that I create, okay? It could wick out 210, 217s, and if it comes back, that's not a break. When I say successful break, that's what I say. That's what I mean. It needs to close above it and start trading above it. Looks interesting, this one. It's not too bad, although I don't like to trade $2. This is very on the threshold of my, it did actually go to 250, so it has that look. Phase 1B. So these usually phase 1Bs are good for scalping, but oh, you can see my screen now. I think you should be all right. Earlier you couldn't see. Anyways, so all right, here we go. Here we go. Our KYMR is a bit drifting down. KYMR is drifting down. Interesting. Okay, that's good. Finally caught something there. I just need to make sure that it doesn't. 35.87. 2 more minutes to go. So my KYMR is looking good. I'm also short now on RNA. It's been a while, so I need to make sure I keep an eye on that. RNA 16. RNA, I think 1650s. I think it might pop towards this area here. RNA. This is good. Let's have a look at RNA. We might see some pop on this towards this area here. This is a better area now towards all the way to 1650s, right? And if it does, look at the volume that's coming in a little bit now just before the open, so we might see some pop on that one, right? All right, RNA is looking decent. I have to manage 2 trades, guys, so bear with me. Let's go KYMR. Let's go RNA. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, babies. Yes, sir. Let's go. Okay. Now I can relax. I could definitely... Oh, okay. No, I can't relax. Apparently, I can't relax with KYMR, which is killing it. Killing it, son. All right, KYMR. I'm not too crazy about the... Oh, KYMR. Let's go. Let's go, KYMR. Making my day, baby. Making my day. Oh, I'm making my day. Let's go, KY. Let's go, KY. Okay, so let me explain what's going on with KYMR, okay? Come on, I wanted to add on the thingy RNA. Ooh, some strength coming in there. Well, maybe, okay. All right. Okay, it's popping. KYMR is popping. So if it pops enough, I might be able to take some more out. 30s, 360s. Okay. Okay, pop, 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 pop. 14, 17, 14, 50s, 15, 60s. Okay. Let's go, baby. This one, 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 this one. All right, sorry, I'm a bit quiet because I need to handle these two trades. Still doing really well. I have traded KYMR, as I mentioned, on the pre-market. I believe I started somewhere there and then added here, and then yeah, partialed out here, or was it here? Yeah, partialed out here, and then second partial here. Already looking really decent trade. Added back here as it's trading now. That's KYMR and also RNA. RNA basically is a bit of like a kind of like a 50-50 break-even trade. I didn't have a loser on it, but very quick shorts and very quick exits basically. So that's good. That actually did really well. Okay. Here we go. KYMR. Not RNA is a bit of a tricky one because but if RNA goes above 15, then I'll call the short off on it for a while. But as long as it's staying under 15, I'm okay with that. Should have taken some out on KYMR. I didn't manage to take it out, but I don't want to chase it either, the partial. Yeah, I should have taken some out. Okay, so yeah, RNA is a bit choppy, but KYMR is much cleaner. So I'm gonna leave RNA alone and concentrate on KYMR. But there is a nice little shorting opportunity here right now on RNA. Look, it's going now. Good. All right, let's look at KYMR. Smart PX 3340. So this is what I was looking at. The rejection from the VWAP comes in from 15 as well. This is the main rejection. So yeah. RNA is looking good. This rejection came in really nicely. That's very typical. Decent trade there, under 15s. And we are looking at KYMR as well. And here we go on that. RNA is taking out that 14 as well. Beautiful. It's got lots of space to go to. This 200 EMA could be a problem. There could be a bounce coming from it. That's expected. But how much of a bounce is going to come? We are yet to find out. Let's go. Come on. Yes, let's go. Let's go. KYMR is paying me. KYMR is paying me proper, guys. RNA, unfortunately, what happened with RNA was I took some small shares here and there. It just didn't do what I was expecting it to do, and I got jinxed out of it here from a really decent size, decent position. So kind of not happy about that, but I could have waited. I was also mentioning that 15 needs to break before I call this short a. But I was really quick on the exits. I didn't lose on it. In fact, I made some. But this could be one of those big trades that I could have wicked myself out of it. So it is what it is. It happens, guys. So, but I've got KYMR running really beautifully. KYMR running really nice. So let's have a look. So my average on KYMR now it's gone down. The average has gone down, obviously, but I've taken 1, 2, 3 partials on it. So 1, 2 partial and 3 partial, and the 4th might be coming as well. Let's go. So yeah, I think I'm after this I'm gonna be done. IMMX, did you trade it? Yeah, it was looking like your type of trade, buddy. You should. Oh, beautiful. Did you actually take that IMMX with the really small? That is beautiful. If you had 3 cents stop, oh, beautiful. Look at that. This trend line, this is exactly what I mean by trend line never breaks if it doesn't close above it. It didn't close above it. This was just a wick. And also on the open, right at the open, you can expect that anyways. So this trend line held really nicely, as you can see. Beautiful break after that. If you had traded it here, very nice. Very nice. I like that. Nice one. Nice one. I was mentioning Snicker about the whole dollar thing. Okay, I can understand you're excited about the dollar achievement, but we in this room talk about R's and risk to rewards. Okay, and what do I mean by that? Let's say you took a $35 options call or options trade, or a stock trade that your risk was $35. Okay, that's your one risk, right? That's your risk. So now if you have achieved $35 on that, you made 1 R. All right, so you made 1 R. So please discuss and post the results of your achievements in R's. And why do I say that? bear with me. Right now, it might not make sense to you, but after you trade 2-3 months, a year on, you will thank me that I put in your head mentality of R instead of P&L. Do you understand? It's gonna help you along the way a lot more than P&L. Trust me. Trust me. I'll give you an example. Hold on. I'll give you a proper example. Let me just lighten up on my KYMR and then I'll give you an example. Come on, 31.20s, 31.20s, 31.20s. Come on, don't bounce from it, buddy. 31.30s. Close to 31 would be nice, though. Okay, what's my first? So apparently I got out of KYMR and I thought I had a runner. So instead of taking half, I actually took a full position, which is a shame. This was a all-day drifter. Anyways, let me do this if I can. I'm fully out on KYMR as well as RNA. I might revisit RNA, but this one, IMMX, looks even better now. 230 with very tight stop. In fact, 220, 30, yeah, $10, 10 cent stock, 10 cent stop. Okay, here's an example. Here's a perfect example I'll give you, okay? Let's say, for example, I take 231, I take that long, okay? I took long 231, my risk is 10 cents, okay? So let's say I take 100 shares, right? To make it more relevant, right? I take 100 shares on 230, let's say rounded up 230. Now my stop is 220. Now that got hit, okay? Well, maybe not, but yeah. Let's say if this low breaks, it's gonna get hit. Yeah, that's gotten hit now, okay? That's my 1R loser. Now, I must maintain that. I must stick to that. Why? Because I'm calculating my risks based off of always one specific number. The number that is related to my account. So you have, let's say, for example, a $1,000 account, right? If you risk 100, that'll be 10% of it. But if you have $10,000 account, you risk 1%. The idea is to risk 10%, sorry, 1%, no, not 10%, 1% of your overall account on that account, right? So 1% of 10,000 is 100, right? So in this case, we risk 1%, 100. That should always stay the same. You should not lose more than 100. That's your 1R, or that's your R. That's your risk every time, right? So now let's say this one let's say this one goes up to 20 cents, okay? This went up to 20 cents. So you made what? You made 2R because your risk was 10 cents. You made 2R. And in P&L terms, you will make, instead of risking 100, right? You actually won 200. So if you calculate it like that, basically, just keep it very simple. It should be relative to your risk, original risk. How much did you risk? And if you had risk 10 cents, if you get 20 cents from it, that is usually your 2R trade. So you can come back and say, look, guys, I have made a 2R trade, which is amazing. Okay, so I'll give you an example of this trade that I took, KYMR. I believe I made, I could have made way more, but I think over 3 or close to 4R. Let me cover why I say that. And it could still go. And this one is one of those that could give you 10R. By the way, RNA, watch out for RNA. Don't be, this very choppy. So it's good that I exited on it. So this one, let's remove this. And I want to share with you this one here. Okay. All right. You can see this. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to mark this though. Let's zoom in a little bit. Oh shit, I can't do that. Okay, here we go. So original short, as you can see right there, original short, and then add, and then another add here, another add here. I don't want to complicate things. I'll give you average of my entries, yeah? And then my partial here, partial here, partial here, okay? So my original entry was here, around 36, under 36, okay? My stop was here, okay? So what am I losing? This was about 36, about 70 cents, 60 cents stop, okay? 60 to 70 cents stop. And from the overall trade with the ads, if you consider the ads, and this is called recycling, but that's really advanced. But I managed to get about 33, around 33 profit. This level here. On average. It might be lower than that. I think, in fact, that's way lower than that. Sorry, it's not 32. It might be 32.50. But anyways, let's keep it very simple. My average exit for everything, all the trade, was 33. So from 50 to 60 cents risk, that's my 1 hour, 50 cents. 50 cents was my risk, okay? And my profit, what was my profit? From 33 all the way to 36, what is it? That is what? $3. $3. Now, how many hours do we have on that? Yeah, $3 against 50 cents. What hour did I get on this? No, that's 6. That's 6 hours. That's 6 hours. Why? Why do I say 6 hours? Because my risk is 50 cents. Remember, my risk wasn't $1. If my risk was $1, then it would be 3 hours. Because my risk was 50 cents, I made $3. So you've got to, that's 6 hour trade for you. And this trade, I'm telling you, this trade is one of those trades that can give you 10, 20 hour. And I've had 20 hour trades once in a while. You know what 20 hour trades mean? If you're risking $100, you're actually getting $2,000 for that trade. So I don't want to, that's why we always work with R's. It keeps it very simple and it makes you emphasize on the trade, not the P&L. If you start to put numbers, dollars here, let's say I made with my 500 risk. I don't want to put dollars. Forget it. I just don't put dollars in the numbers. That's all. Beautiful, right? Look at this. 216. Look at this volume. This was like a no-brainer. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, Zell, but I hope you took it. I really hope you took it. But this was a no-brainer. Look at this. Beautiful pullback to the EMA. This was a much better level that it pulled back to. The high of previous day, a high of day previously, 215, 216. Goes to 220 EMA. Barely goes to VWAP. And guess what? The volume starts to rise. And if you haven't taken here, that's fine. Look at the recent swing high, 224, 225, perfect area, beautiful, awesome, you're done. Why do I say you're done? Because let's say for example, you've taken it here long, right? On this candle, on the break of this swing high, you've taken it here. And your risk was at the low of this candle. If you're scalping, right? That's your risk. So we're 215 and 225. That's 10 cents risk. Now the amount it went up to is 250. Okay, from 225 to 250. So that's over 2.5 R, around 2.5 R. So anything that gives you 2 R, you will be blind not to take that partial or exit, right? Over here, you should have taken some and then maybe let the other run and see if it starts to squeeze things out, which it seems like it wants to. If I was in on this trade, I would have taken something just before 250, which 250 is a big number. And the rest, I would lighten up quite a bit on it, on this one. Normally, I don't 20-30% the first partial. On this one, I would have taken 50%. On here, but then let that rest work for me. But that's my style. Some people like Zell would take everything out here, maybe even the remaining one here under 240 or something like that. But I let things run. Usually not a really great idea on these kind of smaller stocks, but when they do run, they run crazy. 119.25 and exited at 121.05. So what was your risk? Your R is dependent. Your R actually means your risk. What was your stop loss? Where were you going to give up? Doku just keeps going, guys. Doku just keeps running non-stop. And KYMR is just looking really yummy. I'm a bit bugged about the early exit on KYMR, but still, nevertheless, it's a great trade. It's looking like another short maybe on KYMR. So my KYMR trade. Actually, that's my KYMR. It was the entry wasn't 36. Sorry, it was way lower. So that's why it's not 6R. I was wondering why did I get 6R on it. So I was just giving you an example of how to calculate it. You know, in this case, if it was 36 entry, that would have been 6R, but it's not 6R. It's close to 4R. But you know, as I said, this one has that look of huge potential reward for you. And if this low gives up, man, this looks so yummy. But I think we are due for a bigger bounce on this one. Let's go, baby. You have to think a bit. You trade. Yeah, short side of RNA. I just don't like RNA how it looked earlier, so I gave up on it. Right now all the bets to the short sides are off. as I was mentioning earlier, if it takes that 15, forget about shorts, right? Shorts are off completely. So I'm done here on RNA. I'm done here somewhere way before it started to do that. I wouldn't leave it until then, obviously. Now, yeah, over the break of 15 is long opportunity for sure. Still remember, this is a gap, still holding its gap, especially when it curls back like this with the head and shoulder reversal. Beautiful, looks even better. This one looks even better than the other one, to be honest, the lower priced, because it's a higher price stock. So really good trades if you have taken it. Yeah, look into ours. Talk about ours, risk to reward, RR. So basically, if your risk is $1, that's where your one R is. It's based on your risk. How we split the R? Yeah, we could do that. I'm pretty sure you've done all right on this one, RNA. The way you trade. RNA was a really nice long as well, over 15, very beautiful, continues to go, and it looks much stronger. That's why I like this, and I say this is better because now we're coming up to a really good level, which is 16 that is rejected from. So are we going to short this here? It's too strong. It's too strong, but I'm already done for the day, guys. I've done all right for the day, so I don't want to take it, but this one might produce some decent opportunities. There's something about today that seems like things want to go, and yeah, man. It would have been a big day for me as well. It already is kind of good, but it would have been a great day. Yeah, especially with the KYMR. Just a rookie mistake, basically. My partial, the last partial that I showed you, instead of taking the remainder 50% of the position, it actually took off the whole 100% position. So look at this. This was my whole plan. To let it run the last bit, that 30%, that's gonna produce way more R's, right? Instead of 3-4 R, you're getting like 5-6 R at the end of the day, if it decides to go, let's say 30. Now when it goes to 30, even now would have been more partial, right? And then 30 would be ultimate goal, right? Which is huge, from 30 to 36. That average would go down now, maybe to 30 to 31.50, things like that. But anyways, yeah, still can't complain. Really good trade. About 4-hour trade on that one. Easily 4-hour trade. Maybe even more. Let me have a look. Yeah, definitely 4-hour trade on that one, and just a bit bummed on that freaking exit there. My last exit was here, actually. My last exit was here. Yeah, man, Oasis, I feel you. Honestly, I feel you, but you gotta grind it out. 2.5 R is very close to 3 R, so stopping now is really ideal. I would definitely stop. Yeah, take some time off, come back, maybe go into you can't reduce your R's lower. I was gonna say just reduce it a bit lower, but don't just take off. Don't just take off. You gotta practice. So if you're risking $20-$30, you can't risk any lower than that. So I mean, I wouldn't really recommend taking off like that, because you've got to understand that at this point you guys are not considering making money, or not thinking about losing money, not thinking about what you lost. You've got to think about practice, right? You've got to have that 10,000 hours under your belt trading. Is that the number? That's the number, isn't it? 10,000 hours to master something, right? So if you take off, I can understand why you want to take off, have a break. One day is fine, but more than that it's going to hurt you more than it does anything to you. No. Yeah, I would recommend that, but no more than that, because what you're doing is you're actually getting rid of your progress. Now you might be in a difficult position, but the zone that you are usually in, you're basically the speed bump slows the car down. It doesn't make sense for us to actually stop the car and park it. That's it. So that we don't go anywhere. Yes, you wouldn't go anywhere. You wouldn't reverse as well, right? But you want to carry on going with the speed bumps on a slower pace, right? So if you can, definitely come back. Take a few days off. This week, the whole week off, right? Thursday, Friday anyways. But next week, you got to keep grinding, buddy. You got to keep grinding. This is just gonna bug me out here. This is all day fader. It's already reached my almost ultimate goal of 30. What a trade it would have been, but great trade. It would have been trade of the whole month, maybe even. I guess, yeah, it would have been. But hey. This is the thing, you're never happy. Even if you have made 4 hour for the day, you're never happy. Because trading is a business where you're never satisfied. Somebody said that, and I do believe that's true. Yeah, I mean, take one art somewhere else, guys. I think there's just too much of a talk here. Yeah, thanks, Zell, for trying to sort of clear things out for our man, Snicker. He'll get it, definitely. It can be confusing. I can understand why it's confusing. But once you get it, it's just, yeah, you will not go back. Anyways, Oasis is trying to find an excuse to watch the footy and all. That's what I think. I'm pulling your leg. Anyways, we'll be back. So if you, let's talk about that. If you don't fall, you're not gonna know how to get up and recover from that fall. Say, for example, I would rather fall from lower heights so I can recover easily. Does that make sense? I would rather fall from walking than running and jogging, right? or I'd rather fall from just walking normally than than just running up the hill and fall. That's really gonna hurt. The reason why I say that is fall as much as you can in the beginning of your trading career, so you actually fall less when you succeed. Because when you succeed, your risk is not going to be $100, it's going to be $1,000, right? So when you fall with a $1,000 risk, it's going to be bigger, much bigger, although you would be able to handle it. But what I'm trying to say is just get used to it early in the game. But as I said, always says reach out to me, Zell, if you want to talk about it, what went wrong. We could look at it from different angles if you want. We can even do a webinar if you want. Just let me know what you want to do, and we will take it from there. But if you want to have this week off, I can totally understand, 100%. But if you weren't here, as I mentioned, don't take too long of a break. Do you want to do that, Zell? Oasis, us, our webinar, we could do our weekly. If you have time. Or maybe if you're not comfortable with me, go with at least with Zell. Discuss it with Zell. I mean, certain things might be Anywho. Oh, exams. Oh, okay. I got you, man. Yeah, that's being busy, especially with exams, is not gonna. I would say in these kind of circumstances, trade if you can. Avoid trading if you have something like that going on, because that takes a lot from your. Because mentally you need to be ready, isn't it? Always mentally, it's like a professional game of some sort, right? Any game you mention, like you're playing professional tennis, you would concentrate on it fully, right? Oh, look at that, RNA Go. Look at RNA Go. And I'm just looking at KYMR and having a FOMO. So if something like that is happening in your life, yeah, it's better to. There comes the squeeze. People who have shorted it here benefited for a scalping opportunity, but it never. Wow, look at that. RNA taking everything, bro. This is going to squeeze even more, right? This is going to squeeze even more. 17 is going to get taken out. Right? This looks like it wants to take out 17. There we go. Come on, take out 17s. Dude, this thing is gonna 1760, 1770s. Is this gonna hold? No, it's not gonna hold, is it? 1760. We've got another 70 cents to go, or 80 cents now. No, it's not holding. So 17 is somehow holding, but I don't think it's gonna hold it. I don't think 17 is gonna hold it. So you've. Yeah, and that's also a bummer, right? If you wanna, you're pretty much creating a trade out of nowhere, because of some other reason. So yeah, look, always is. I'm not saying that that's not normal. It is normal. It's completely normal to have that. Completely like stuck. Really stuck is the word, because you don't think you're going forward. You're actually going backwards. But that's part of the game. You have to remember that's part of, in the long run, that is part of the game. Right? As long as you deal with it, it doesn't affect you a lot mentally. You deal with it in a nice manner. Obviously, time heals everything as well. Just give it time. Give it time, and if you want to discuss it, obviously we are here. I think from what I can get is you've been trying to trade more often so you can actually gather some data. But that's not how data works. Data is gathered from your better trading. If you gather data from your better trading, that's going to make you even better trader. But if you gather data for the sake of gathering, that also means, as you said yourself, you're going to be forcing trades. And forcing trades, yeah, it's obviously not going to help. But, you know, I think it's pretty normal. When I started out, I was trading left to right. Everywhere, everything. Right? Everywhere, everything. And I just, at least I didn't have, well, at least for you guys have some sort of a setups, strategies to look for, rules. All these things are being told to you constantly, right? Like this R thing. And nobody talks about it. Everybody shows off their money, right? What I'm trying to do here is trying to get the right mentality to get started and give you guidance. At least you have that. I didn't have that when I started out, right? I was like, it took me years for at least to grasp the concept of, you know, these rules. Years. For you guys, it might take months. So already in a better position, in my opinion. So just take it easy, have a break if you need to, but you gotta come back. Yeah, it didn't pull back. As I mentioned, that 17 is gonna get taken out. This got taken out. Now it's going for it. Yeah. There it goes. Do you see that? And it's going to hold, right? 1840s. No, it's not going yet. 1865 is the hold. Yeah, Oasis, that's pretty normal though. Like, that's pretty normal. Everybody does it. Who doesn't do that? Right? That's how you're going to learn to do it practically yourself. Like, nobody goes up and does a perfect trade. Every time you're going to mess up. Right? Every time you mess up. So the more you mess up, the more you're going to start to learn along the way. And then the whole point will be, after 2-3 months, you will start to mess up less and less. And then things starts to change. And then the shift starts to happen. It's not going to happen. If, let's say, for example, if you got lucky in the beginning of your trading career, let's say for 2-3 months, right? That actually could really be bad. That could be really bad. It gives you a much worse outcome than you would actually when you struggle in the beginning. Why? Because it gives you a false sense of achievement. Lucky in the first 2 months, you're pretty much going to be really bad at your mentality, your psychology. You're going to be like, just completely like, mentality would be, oh, I can achieve everything. I can, you know, all I need to do is just put on trade. I don't need to worry about rules because everything seems to be working for me. So rules gotta go out the window. Psychology go out the window. And trust me, Those people who go beginner lucky, they don't last months. I'm not even talking about years. They don't last months. They blow up. Why? Because they've been lucky with their small accounts, and then now what they say is, well, you know, if I can make 1,000 on a $1,000 account, which is 100%, why not put my 20k, 30k, right? They start thinking like that, but little, you know. So that's pretty normal, to be honest, in the beginning. You know, like for example, you're risking 1 hour and you're not respecting 1 hour, it goes to 2 hour, 3 hour. That's pretty normal. Everybody does that. Dude, this RNA is just crazy. You know, 15 breaks, and then later on the 16 break was even better. But this is the thing about being content as well. Like what I've traded today, it was decent and I was content with it. I'm still here because I want to talk to you guys. We're still chatting, but I'm not looking for any trades. But if I was looking for trades, this would have probably been the primary stock to watch, RNA. All of these movers kind of came in from the watch list, right? Oh, look at this, my KYMR. Oh my God, KYMR. Let's have a look at my other watch lists. Look at mRNA. mRNA done a decent move. Doku again. Look at Doku, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days back to back. And we've got okay, so Oasis, do me a favor, will you? For the past, let's say, week or so, how many trades have you taken? No, since you've deposited live trading, I'm talking about. How many trades have you taken? Just like rough idea. Give me a rough idea. Is it in tens? Is it in hundreds? Yeah, let me know, because if it's decent amount, I would like you to post, import it to your trader view, and I want to have a look. Over the weekend, I'll spend some time to have a look and trying to figure out what's going on. Okay. Yeah, but please don't like. It's kind of, I know it's kind of uncomfortable to share trades, especially if you've messed up something. You got to think of it in a complete opposite manner. Especially when you mess up, you need to reach out to someone. Especially when you mess up, right? I'm trying to be there, especially when you're down. When you're up, you don't need me. Like Zell, when he's up, he doesn't need me. He leaves me in my streams, and he goes, F you, YB, I ain't coming back. I'm pulling your legs up. You're always there, buddy. You're special. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is, yeah, especially when you're in this kind of like a stuck app moment, you need someone. Especially looking at your trades from a third-party perspective is gonna help clear out a lot of things. So it could be small things, it could be big things, but we will find hopefully together out. 35 trades is more than enough. That is more than enough. I was thinking if it's anywhere close to 20 trades, we can come up with something. So yeah, please, if you can import all of those, the good, the bad, and especially the ugly, I want them, right? So please. Zell. I can definitely relate to that. Ice cream. Yeah, I can definitely relate to that. So, yeah, please do that and import it. And if you can put me, I think, as a mentor, which you should have done already, send a link to me if you can through my email. I'll send you the email on your DM and send it to that email, and then I will be able to access the trades and even put notes. This is what I used to do with Oasis. Not Oasis, sorry, Solid. We used to, every week we used to, at the end of the week, over the weekend, I'll have a look at the trades that he's done. And I will put notes on his trades. I will put notes. I don't even have to come back to you. I will put something like, okay, you know what, this is this is that. Maybe look into that. And just on overall your day, also on overall group of trades on that specific day, I can put notes. This day, somehow you were trading small caps and maybe small caps isn't working out for you, this and that, or you're trading against the SPY's direction if you're trading big, like things like that. You see what I mean? So it will definitely help. So do that before the weekend, because this weekend I want to have a look at that. I really want to go through that 35 trades. You might think it's not going to take long. It will take a while because we're going to dissect them. Okay. Do we have a deal? Oasis, I'm not going to leave before you say, yes, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Do we have a deal? Wow, RNA. Wow, RNA. Why am I watching this? Why am I not watching this? Look at that. Oasis. I'm still waiting for you, buddy. Yep, that's it. Exactly. Yeah, on TradeViz, you want to do it on TradeViz or TraderView? I think TradeViz requires you to give me access. Yes. Give me access to your, yeah. Let me have a look actually on the TradeViz. It's been a while since I've actually given any access to anybody. So I probably wouldn't know. Let me check quickly. Hold on. So you go to, I believe, settings. All right, that's better. Wow, RNA squeezed the hell out of those short sellers. Especially at that 15 level, 16 level break. That was it. 17 didn't have a chance at all. I could clearly see that 17, there was nothing there. But 16 and 15 trap, whoo-wee. Bro. That was crazy. Account settings. All right, so account sharing. If you go to account setting, all right, here we go. So let me just bring this here if you can't see this. You see where it is? Can you see? Right? Under account, you go to obviously settings here, menu, and then you go to account settings, and then under account settings, you want to go to the account sharing. If you go to account sharing, you can add me here, use my email. I think you can use my email, display name, this and that. You can use your account, whichever account you want to share, all that. My display name, let me share with you my display name on account sharing. Wait. My display name, what is my display name? Let me just go back to it. Wow, our mRNA is going crazy as well. Account, I believe is YB Trading, YB space trading. Try that. That's what it shows on my connected accounts. Yeah. Display name, hold on, it's different. Sorry, it's this one. Display name is YB Trading. Try both of them if you can. So try when you go to add, try YB Trading like this. It was something like that. This is my display name. Or try YB space trading. Try both of them if you can. Please do that, Oasis, because we've got to look into that. Oh, my KYMR trade. Okay, so KYMR for the day, and we have this. Hey, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. What's up? Oh yeah, I'm coming. 5 minutes. Okay, so all right, guys. To You know what I traded, guys, so I don't need to update. This was a very big trade on KYMR. Unfortunately, it's just I could not capitalize on it as much as I would have liked to. This right here. Yeah, so short, short, partial, partial, short, short, partial. This was supposed to be partial, and the remaining should have been a runner. So this is what got me for 100% exit, which is fine. It's still a 4-hour trade, right? And then the other one was almost break even, few trades here and there. It was just, yeah. Which one was it? This one, the one that's running. If I told you right now that I actually have a break even trade on RNA, you wouldn't believe me, because unfortunately I did not trade the long on it. I was trading this side, shorts. Let me share that with you as well. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. So, short, little loser, short, partial, short, and then exit. You see what I mean? What I mean by break even? This one was a small loser. This one is a small winner. So yeah, not much. But look at this. Breaks that trend line. Off it goes. And then also this level that we were watching, that 15 level, this level here. That 15 level breaks with volume. Really good. 16 level and high of pre-market, I believe. Just breaks it with strength, carries on, pulls back a little bit. 17 was very, very ideal as well, because 17 level pulled back very healthy and then broke it very, very strong. And I saw nothing there on the 17. That's when I realized this is gonna go ballistic, and then that's what it did. So there you go. Beautiful, beautiful. If you can share the charts, that'll be amazing. Zell has been trading it, I think, scalping it on and off from these pullbacks, micro pullbacks. Beautiful. By the way, for his style, this is perfect day for him. Like micro pullback, take it. Micro pullback, take any micro pullback on these ones would have worked out. So great. Would like to see the charts as well. Anyways, guys, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna be off for the day. Great day for me. Could have been much better and bigger, but that's fine. I can't complain. I'm happy with the day. Tomorrow's another day, I guess. All right. Yeah, it was kind of choppy, it's spready as well. Yeah. Anyways, if that's it, guys, I'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. EST. And take it easy until then, guys. See ya.